Hello, good day to all of you. My name is Blair and welcome to another OS operating system. Today we're gonna take a look into Ubuntu Unity 24.04.1. And we will start with, of course, with our Brave browser by opening up the ubuntuunity.org. And as you can see, we have the download in the front page, and we have to choose the LTS 24.04.1. You have the download torrent or the direct ISO file, which you can click right here. And of course, just save it, click save, and it will download for you. When it is completed, we will try to open the boxes so that we will see the ISO file or the operating system, which will be the 24.04.1 LTS. LTS stands for the long-term support. So what is Ubuntu Unity? So Ubuntu Unity is a flavor of the Ubuntu, which is featuring the Unity 7 desktop environment, which default desktop environment used by Ubuntu way back in 2010 until 2017. It is developed and maintained and released each year, and you can learn that at unityd.org for more information. So it features the Unity 7, which is the heads-up display and the global menu, and of course helping you with your productivity. It looks modern with interface, with elegant and with traditional workflow. So let's try to look into the Ubuntu Unity. So if you're wondering what is my desktop right now, I am using the Big Linux, and my desktop wallpaper is in Iloilo City, Philippines, the linear park, and I am proud to use this as my wallpaper. This is the Iloilo Esplanade, which has series of 1 until 12. You have very long linear park to enjoy with. Okay, let's open the Gnome boxes. Let's install the ISO file, proceed to the Unity 24.04.1 desktop. Okay, let's click that one. I'll be giving a memory of 8, and the storage space will be 30. I want to install it, not only testing it. Okay, let's full screen this one. So let's click this one, install. Alright, so this is the Unity or the Ubuntu Unity desktop, which is very cool. You have all the shortcut keys right here. So it is as the default start application. So let's just try to click X. Okay, let's install. I want to install this so that you will see the full experience. So let's try to click next. English will be good. I'm here in Bangkok, but I want to change the language into English because the default for Thailand is Thai, so I'll be using the English. And if you are wondering if you could change your home base, for example, my home base in the Philippines, I could change it like that, home base, and click next, and the keyboards will be all English default. I want to have a normal installation, and the updates will be additional, will be much better. And of course, let's click next, erase the whole disk. So remember, if you have different storage, you could click right here on the top If they are asking for your storage device, if you have SDA-B, SDA-C, or how many disks you have. So it's up to you, but I only have one, so SDA for my drive A. Drive A is the primary. We're not like in Windows that their primary is letter C. So you have the original, like even in Unix, the proprietary operating system like the Mac uses the SDA as their dist A, okay? And the bootloader will be on dist A at same time, SDA, okay? Let's click next. Your full name. For example, if you have only the code name, I'll be using my brand. So RialbbeTV, that will be okay. And then my super secret password, only 4 characters. No need to have a very complicated, but of course this is just only for test. If you have your daily driver, you could add more, like 6-character password, just like in your Mac, your Unix operating system, Mac OS. So I always expressing myself, why is it I'm using the Linux and Unix? It is because it has a better secure operating system. If you have the monetary, you could always use the Unix, the Mac OS. If you just want to have a free and open source, you could always use the Linux distro. Distro, which means distribution, you have different distros. Not like in Mac Unix that you only have one. But if you have different, like the Unix BSD, you could also use that one. It is absolutely for free, like the FreeBSD or the Dragonfly BSD. That is absolutely for free. And for the Linux, you have all free. So it is up to you to use whatever distro you want. So this is the summary. Okay, let's click install now. Let's wait for this to reach 100%. We'll be back in a few minutes. This will take probably 10 to 20 minutes, but I think this is only like less than 20, less than 10 even. Okay. Okay, after 10 minutes of installation, we have our all done. Could like click now, but of course I want to let you know that if you're using the live boot session, you could also check out the application if you wanted to, okay? So just like this one, I could like open all those stuff right here. Let me just close this one, not restart yet. So this is the Ubuntu Unity desktop. You could always search for your application. For example, you have like, you can search for Office there, screenshot, screen display, just type in, okay? So that is the beauty of our application. You could always click the home if you wanted to, just be like minimalistic. You could always right click your mouse, hover over the icon start menu right here, and then click the application. So there you have it. You have a lot of application to choose from, okay? So let me restart this one first, and this is the live boot session, so we could like shut down and restart to have the initial boot after the installation. Welcome to the initial boot right now. We are now initializing our first ever boot of our Ubuntu Unity 24.04.1. Of course, you will be greeted with this one. We will try to enter our super secret password and hit enter to gain access. As you can see, our display is not yet properly installed, so we will just click after our initial boot. We will maybe offered with the welcome app, shortcut keys, and display. Okay, let's just wait until it load everything. Okay, we are now in our initial boot. As you can see, we still have the same status right here. So let's try to look into their first boot. So I think we don't have any welcome page. Let's just click the application. Okay. So this is the initial boot. Let's start with our desktop user interface. So as you can see, the start menu is right here on the top. Below the name of Ubuntu Desktop, we have the writer for our documents, our calc for our spreadsheets. We have the impressed for our presentation slideshow, and of course the system settings. And the last one is our Ubuntu dist. So we could like unlock this one or eject. So it is already gone. And we have the trash right here on the bottom. So this is the task bar that they have. They have the upper dock right here. We have the time and date on the right side upper corner, together with all those stuff right here from our theme, our internet, even our characters and our keyboards. We also have our volume right here and our power button, which is we have the log out, suspend, and shut down. Okay, as you can see, we don't have any icons right here because it is minimalistic. If you right click this one right here on the desktop, you could have the create new folder, new document, change the desktop background, open a terminal, ask root, and customize. But of course, let's just look into the desktop wallpaper. So as you can see, we have different wallpaper right here. You can change whatever wallpaper you want right here on our appearance. Wait, what is this? Is this in Fuji-san? Okay, Mount Fuji. Cool. So this is the default wallpaper they have. They have also the Northern Lights, Rainbow Light Bulb, France, Southern France Province, the Monument Folly, even the little Numbot boy, and some calm water with reflection of clouds. Okay, let's just return to the default wallpaper of the Noble Nubat wallpaper of Ubuntu Unity. Okay, you could change your icon size right here. For example, if you want to have a little bit smaller, as you can see, you could change the size like 30. So the icon right here is smaller. If you want to return it into 44, it's up to you. Even the behavior right here, auto hide if you want to auto hide it when you hover right here. So it's up to you if you want to hide it or not. Okay, so even the sensitivity, you could click it high. It's up to you. Okay, so menu bar right here, already okay. So the visual sensitivity effects, it's up to you if you want to have a very high or low. So you could always change whatever you want. Okay, let's close this one. Close. Okay, let's go to the application. So there are like 73 application installed right here. So you don't have to like download the deb package installer or the partition editor or even the Firefox web browser. It's already there. Even your Office suite right here, the LibreOffice, it's already installed. So that is why it is more progressive, productive compared to Windows, because Windows, as I install, you need at least 3 hours to complete everything. If you have a semi-illegal, okay, you'll have like 2 hours to finish everything. I say semi-illegal because sometimes you don't know where it comes from. It's just like from a shady developer. There are a lot of viruses and spying application there. So I prefer Linux compared to Windows, which some shady, questionable software we are using as a technician and as a teacher. So for me, as a teacher, I preferred the secure operating system, which is for free. I'll use Linux operating system distros. Okay, so we have also the sharing right here. Screenshot is already there. It is already provided. The Stacer for your system monitoring. The Synaptic Package Manager is also here. The Twix tool. You don't need to go to a third party like the Windows. You'll always go to the shady, questionable Twix tools. Right here in Linux, it's absolutely for free and it comes already there. Even your VLC. VLC is a Linux and FOSS application. So it comes with it. That is why the owner, the developer of the VLC, always support the FOSS or the free and open source, including the Linux application operating system. So that's the story of VLC. Okay, so even the Microsoft wanted to buy the VLC, the owner or the developer didn't, because it will be lost for the whole world that you have the free and open source. So you also have the details application, the display, the cheese, which is your web camera recorder. It comes with it already. In Windows, you need to go to a third party. So sometimes it is shady. But of course, you also have the open broadcast software, which you could get it in the official website of OBS and of course your software center. So this is the default application, comes with it. Okay, this is Unity 24.04.1 LTS. You also have some games right here, so you don't need to like download some shady website. So that is why it is very, 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 very secure. Okay, let's go to the Synaptic Package Manager, and you need to enter your super secret password and enter and authorize it. So if you download, okay, it tells us you need to upgrade. Okay, so the Synaptic Package Manager is the software downloader. Okay, so if you are wondering where is the OBS, go to the search button right here and just click OBS and then hit enter. It will just search for you. So scroll down for the OBS right here. So we have OBS Studio. Look for OBS Studio, and then if you mark this one, just mark it as install marked. Okay, so let's just click apply for the installation and click apply and download the packages. So after several seconds, it will completely installed. Let's click that one. Maybe just 5 seconds, you have your software already. So let's close the software center and then let's go to the application. So the application, we will try to look for our OBS. So we have our OBS. Let's open. And of course, for streaming or for recording, I'll go for recording, and either 60 or 30 screen per second. Okay, I'll just go with that one, and then it will optimize testing it until it reach 100%, and it will be available to use the OBS. So while the OBS is still downloading and testing, we could also go to the Firefox and download some application. Okay, so the wizard of our OBS, it's already okay. Let's click apply. Ooh, I have to drop the microphone volume, like maybe 6 decibels will be okay. Okay. Okay, 6.1. So I have the audio level, which is not too much. And to add the screen, just click screen capture, and then voila, you have your screen capture for your OBS. So you have your camera capture if you wanted to. Oh, I'm using the OBS for the camera, so I'll just gonna cancel that one. Or you could also click the delete. Okay, so there you have it. So if you want to hit record, just hit record right here. And for settings, just click settings. You have all the options right here for your streaming, input, output, or even your path of recording. For example, if you don't like the MKV, you could always select the MP4 and then click apply and OK. So let me close that one. Let's go back to the Firefox. I'll be skipping all of this. Skip. Start browsing. So as you can see, let's go to the website of the FlatHub. So the flathub.org. So after that, you have to go to the software. Like for example, you have to click into the OnlyOffice and then search for it. Then you have the OnlyOffice right here, and then just click. For installation, you could like click right here, installation, and it will download for you. Or you could also go to the official OnlyOffice website, that is onlyoffice.com, and then click the download right here. So you have to click the desktop right here. Just click the desktop and look for your operating system. I'm using the Ubuntu, so I have to click the deb download and click the deb download. You have the option, so I'll let you see also the how to install a deb file right here on installation. So as you can see, it is already finished. Let's open our file. Let's minimize this one first. So you have the download right here, the deb. So just double click it and the Debbie package installer will appear. So wait for the installer to load everything. This is the first time, so this is the initial. So we have the installer, and then click the install package. Then it will ask you for the authentication, which is your super secret password, and then hit enter. So it will download everything. So as you can see, it is now installing. It will reach 100%. So you have the option. If you are modern user, you could always use the OnlyOffice. A little bit like the old interface, you are using the writer. Okay, so everything is already finished installing. Let's close this one. Okay, let's close the installer. We have the application. Let's click this one. Go to the OnlyOffice right here. To put the OnlyOffice in the dock, you could lock it right here on the launcher. And you have all the options. One application for your document, spreadsheet, presentation, and your PDF editor. Go to the settings if you want to change your preference right here. Scaling 100%. And click apply. If you don't like it, it's still up to you. If you want to change the dark mode, if it is hurting your eyes, just click dark. If you want to change gray, you could click gray. If you want to just click the light, click the light. And if you want to dark mode, just click dark mode. And then you could open your application in just one application for your documents, spreadsheet, presentation, and your PDF. Okay, let's close this one. So it stays and lock right here in your dock launcher. Okay, so that is our installer. If you have some question, feel free to ask me. Write it in the comments down below. Conclusion and remarks. Installation is very easy. It is front forward. You don't need to have like crazy stuff like in Windows that it's a little bit like crazy and you need at least 3 hours of installation to complete everything. Right here in Linux, it's just only 10 minutes. Your computer is absolutely like running smoothly. Feels like the Ubuntu Unity, it feels like really a Linux. You could like change whatever you want. It not feels like Unix, the Mac OS. No, it's a little bit like Unix, but it is more like Ubuntu. Let me see. How about the experience? The experience will be exciting if you are really like into something new, you want to discover something, and it is fast. It is not like Windows that you are like constantly like checking how to do it. Right here in Linux, it's just very easy. You could like search right here You have application right here. See, it's very easy. How to shut down? Of course, go to the power button on the upper right corner and then click shut down. So that's it for now for our OS operating system. Today's episode, it's all about Ubuntu Unity 24.04.1 LTS. Bye for now and see you in the next episode. Ciao. Now let's click shutdown. And then shut down.